There's very little incentive to hold the dollar for normal people. Interest rates right now are 3.63%. Inflation, if you believe the real number, is 3.46%. So you gain around 0.17% in interest for holding dollars once you factor in inflation. And for countries, do they have incentive to hold the dollar? Well, we've already said that there's very little interest in holding the dollar for them because no one wants to be the next Russia. That's why central banks have been buying gold in record numbers. Even after the 2022 buying spree, they've been averaging around about 1,000 tons per year of buying. And for the first time since 1996, foreign central banks hold more of their reserves in gold than in US treasuries. These are people who print money. Central banks, they are the ones who print the money. They know exactly what money is worth and they're swapping it for metal as fast as they can without spooking anybody. Show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome, as the great Charlie Munger used to always say. Also, China is building a gold corridor, which I've done a video about. They'll pop up on your screen after this video. So a September rate hike is now just a mild headwind for gold. I don't think it'll be bullish. I think gold might fall a little bit, but I've been saying for a while that I think we're probably going to go down to the mid 3,000s in gold. So I'm not going to give you some bullshit prediction and say that gold hits this price by this date. What I will say is that unless the Fed can restore faith in the dollar, gold will keep going up. It might have some down weeks, months, maybe even a down year. You never know. But overall, the next decade, I see gold going up. But let's talk about the counter case, because I don't want to present just one side of the case, right? There's a few things that could kill gold from here. It's important to note that. Number one, our central banks are still net buyers of gold. Number one is this: central banks. We've talked about them. They are still net buyers of gold. The day the guys who print money, central banks, stop swapping their own money for metal, then that kind of changes everything. Number two is if the US somehow manages to actually properly beat inflation and it stays beaten for a few quarters running. Honestly, I don't think this will completely kill the gold rally, but it may slow things down significantly. Kevin Walsh has promised that he would bring inflation back down to 2%. Let's see if he can manage it, but honestly, promises from bankers, like, yeah, okay. Anyway, three, the Fed holding rates high after inflation is already dead. That's the Volcker move that we talked about. That's what Paul Volcker did. He held rates high after he killed inflation for a bit. And four, gold falling hard while trust is still deteriorating. That one breaks the whole thesis I've been talking about today. And it would just mean that the world makes absolutely no sense anymore, because if the dollar's losing trust and gold is crashing too, something's really weird. So the big question is, what am I doing with my gold? I'm not selling a single ounce of it. I don't see why I would. It doesn't make sense. I'm happy with the gold I hold, and I'm just going to keep holding it. If gold drops below $4,000 an ounce by a good amount, I'm going to start loading up on more. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just hold what I have and be happy with it. So just so we're 100% clear, I'm not selling because of this potential September rate hike, because history shows that rate hikes do very, very little to impact gold. Quick thing before you go, I've written a free guide called How to Retire Before 2036. It's a full 10-year plan for anyone starting late. Get out of debt, invest properly, retire on time. Free download, link in the description.